Hey everyone, so if you notice, I'm in a different setting today again. My makeup is all done, but let me tell you, the house was too hot under the Jamaican summer sun and studio lights to record a YouTube video. I sat there and I was just mopping sweat off my face. By the time I was done mopping sweat off this side, the next side got sweat. It was too much, and I did commit to giving you guys a video every week, so I'm gonna make sure that that is done. I'm going above and beyond. Okay. Today, I want to talk about why I chose Microlocs over Sisterlocks. And I did a lot of research when I decided to lock my hair to see, just what I wanted, the size. I did so much research. I even considered getting traditional locks. Nothing was off the table. I just knew I wanted locks, right? After doing my research, I realized that for me personally, the smaller locks would be better because my hair grows pretty fast, and if the locks get long and heavy, then it's going to strain my edges, and my edges are also really weak, so I had to get something that wouldn't be so heavy when they get long. All locks are going to be a bit heavy when they get long, but traditional locks even more so because of just how dense they were. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to get traditional locks. I'm going to get Sisterlocks. But when I did my research, I realized, number one, the price. The price was child, yeah. I'm I'm bougie on a budget. Like Sisterlocks, but Sisterlocks price, not for me. So I said, all right then, cool. What's something that's close to Sisterlocks, because I really liked the look of Sisterlocks and that size. That's the size, that if I wasn't gonna get traditional locks, I would want to get something small like that, because I really like that size. And I used to twist my hair small like that when I was in high school. If I find a picture, I'll put it up so you guys can see. But so I wasn't like that size twists or whatever, that wasn't foreign to me. So I said, all right, cool, I'm gonna go with Microlocs, because I said, yeah, it's not as expensive as Sisterlocks, but I can do it and mimic the Sisterlocks grid and all of that, and just have Microlocs, because most people right now think I'm wearing Sisterlocks, but it's not Sisterlocks. But because they're so small, most people think small locks are Sisterlocks, but not all small locks are Sisterlocks. Some are braid locks, some are twist locks. Well, it's just dependent on how you start them. Braid locks, twist locks, or mini twists, interlocks. Those are all form of Microlocs. So I decided to get Microlocs because, as I said, price was a major consideration. That's the first reason. Number two, Sisterlocks came with a lot of rules, and what if I wanted to combine my locks afterwards? Then there wouldn't be combined, like if I had less than a certain amount, there wouldn't be Sisterlocks anymore. And after paying so much for the Sisterlocks name, for my locks not to be Sisterlocks anymore because I did something like combine my locks and had too few locks, then it's not a worthwhile investment for me. Like, I'm paying all this money for the name, right? And no. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go with um Microlocs, because there's not all of these rules to Microlocs that if I can't do this, or my locks won't be sister locks anymore. And so that's another reason why I went with Microlocs. Number three, I didn't know I was counting, was the freedom it would give me. So with Sisterlocks, I don't have the time. I just wouldn't have the time to, do the classes for retightening, and to, stay with a Sisterlocks loctician. So I said, you know what? I don't want to be tied down to a loctician. Let me do these myself, right? And I'm a do-it-yourselfer for so many things. I can sew my own clothes. I do my own makeup. Like, in terms of working with my hands, like, my mother gave us that. Like, she's good with her hands, and all her children are good with their hands. Me and my sister were talking about that recently. So I said, you know what? I can do my own hair. Generally, almost every style that I've had, I've done it myself. I'm sure I can figure out how to do interlocks, and so I did it myself. And I'm very particular as well. I like, doing things a certain way. And can you imagine paying so much money to get Sisterlocks done, and then when they're finished, you don't like what they did? Oh, Jesus, it would haunt me. Listen, it would haunt my dreams. So I said, you know what? It's better as well for me to do this thing myself. If there's a lock that's wonky, I won't like losing sleep over it, and being mad at the loctician that my locks look a certain way. It would be my fault, so I wouldn't feel so bad. I don't know if you understand me. Like, if something mess up, is my fault. I wouldn't feel bad if I mess up something, but if I pay somebody money, I cannot stand them messing up something. So I said, yeah, I'm very particular, especially when I'm spending my money. So let me do it myself. And that's another reason why I chose Microlocs over Sisterlocks, because I could do them myself. I went on YouTube, learned how to, start my locks using the interlock method, and I was fine. I caught on, and I did them myself. So I'm pretty happy about that. Even though it took so long for me to do them myself, but that was one drawback of not going to a consultant to have them done for me, is that it took so long for me to complete. But while I was doing it, I was cursing myself. But once I was finished, no regrets, absolutely no regrets whatsoever. So I'm really happy that I chose Microlocs. Also, I could get the Sisterlocks look without the Sisterlocks price. Everybody, as I said before, see my hair and they think it's Sisterlocks, but it's not. And I can get the grid, because the grid is, I can see what the grid looks like. So I can do my hair based on the grid, and I'm taking advantage of the benefits of the Sisterlocks grid without having to pay for that. So that's also something that really appealed to me. So I was happy to do the Microlocs also for that reason. Microlocs overall is just freedom without, like, it's just like Sisterlocks without all the rules and regulations and what makes them Sisterlocks and what doesn't make them Sisterlocks. And so far the Microlocs like spaces that I've been in, even the groups or Sisterlocks and so on, they've been pretty, welcoming. But there's always so much debate. Your locks are sister locks because X and Y. And I couldn't be bothered with that. I like to just not have to worry about anything like that. So yeah, that was also a reason. So yeah, that was everything. That was like, those are all the reasons why I decided to, you know, choose Microlocs over Sisterlocks. Not saying that Sisterlocks aren't awesome. They are amazing. They're beautiful. I love them. I wish I, you know, had the time and money, to do Sisterlocks instead, just to say I had it. But is that really a reason to spend all that money? You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't. I'm not saying that anybody that takes their money and spends on Sisterlocks is wasting their money, because the results are there. You know what I mean? You can see how beautiful Sisterlocks are. So don't take this as me saying, you know, or ragging on Sisterlocks or saying that Sisterlocks are bad and useless or whatever. Sisterlocks started a system being used by persons who are doing regular Microlocs today with great results. So I cannot fault them for that. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't, although my back broad, please don't come for me. Not, speaking out against Sisterlocks or anything. Just saying, for me personally, why I decided to go with Microlocs over Sisterlocks. For those who are considering getting locks, I would say do your research and find something that works for you, right? Whether that be Sisterlocks, traditional locks, interlocks, braid locks, twist locks, whatever works for you, that is what you need to do. What works for you and your hair. And don't be pressured into doing this or that because, it has a hype or whatever behind it. Do what works for you and your hair. Just like when I sewed my hair, the ends of my hair, I went in and I sought advice, but I took that advice and added it to the research that I did, as well as the knowledge that I had of my own hair, and I was able to make a decision with all of that, about whether or not I wanted to sew my locks. So that's the advice that I would give. Do your research, get your advice, know your hair and what it can handle, and go from there. You know what I mean? You may choose Sisterlocks, you may choose Microlocs, you may choose traditional locks. All locks to me are beautiful. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or weekend, wherever you are. Next video is going to be on Friday, next week Friday, and it's going to be a Shein haul, a swimsuit haul. So that's the video that was supposed to come today, but girl, listen, that heat was not playing with me, okay? So it is coming on Friday, so look out for that. It's going to be good. I got some really cute swimsuits, guys. You do not want to miss it. So remember, if you don't want to miss the video, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Also follow me on Instagram at carryonlock, for my lock page. For my makeup page, it's Caribellum, and my Twitter is Caribellum as well. Stay safe, guys. It's a pandemic out there. Social distance, wear your masks, and until next time, bye.